The Royal Photographic Society is an international charity that brings inspiration, creativity and connection through photography to people of all ages and backgrounds. Many of those who engage with us join us as members, and they take part in our exhibitions, competitions, social groups and our education programs to support their own photographic skills and development. But it's also a key part of our work to bring photography projects to the public, to people who might not yet consider themselves to be photographers. Portraits of Care was a groundbreaking idea, a simple one, using photography to support people working and living in care homes. The idea was that we would provide photographic training to care teams from a professional photography tutor over several weeks and then support them to work with care home residents to produce meaningful portraits. These portraits were then exhibited here at the Royal Photographic Society and then back at the care homes before being presented to the care home residents and their families to keep.
But over time there's been an increasing number of people coming in with dementia, and therefore increasing the therapeutic activities, the creative activities, as that part of the holistic care that we deliver has been both a challenge to us but also very rewarding when we manage to break through.
We do have some really great relationships around the homes, staff. It's like family, really.
The support and enthusiasm of the care teams was a really important part of the project, working closely with our photography tutor.
The project was all about making sure this is a well-being project for people in care homes.
Colin shared his techniques and skills of how to use the camera on our smartphones, different angles, different lightings, and also just a preparation before and after, just getting to the right level. Really, really interesting. It really opened up my eyes as well.
And then teaching them about light, where the light's coming from, how is the light falling on the face, how you can use that to create a mood. So we told them some tricks, and then the opposite, like, oh, that makes it look good because I can see the face, and now that's a shadow, and really getting to understand where light is in an image and when to take the picture.
As this was a Jubilee funded project, we used the reign of our Queen Elizabeth as a talking point for the portraits. And this worked really well because so many older people have such strong memories of the Queen.
Tapping into the Queen and their lives have been lived in tandem, I started to coach them to actually notice ritual moments. We did even talk about the coronation, watching it on television. So there were little moments that people were starting to then take photographs of that started to have a little parallel story to the Queen's reign. One resident, Nan, waving out through a window on a bus, and the shadow looks a little bit like a crown. You know, hang on a minute, this could be the Queen waving as she goes by.
Over the course of about 3 weeks, everyone worked together, sharing images with each other and with us, gradually developing a series of portraits.
The care home staff and the residents interacting together to produce this work. That's powerful. Carers, minibus drivers, workers, the people in the kitchen, everyone was hearing about this project. They were all talking about it. It wasn't just pinned on the notice board saying, can you do some pictures? This was an engaged project because Marcia led right from the front.
We're all looking at each other's pictures and really studying them. It's just made a nice atmosphere, if you like, around the homes. It's a great talking point. It's been wonderful, really great, yeah.
As the care staff learnt new skills, it gave them new ways to interact with the residents.
They're actually clicking the shutter and helping others click shutters and find out what depth of field means and all that kind of thing. And of course that's very uplifting. That expands the role of being a carer or a nurse in a care home.
The collection of photographs that then started to emerge through this unique process is really strong.
But yes, seeing these pictures have really, it's made me feel quite emotional actually. It really has, because you really do see the person for who they are.
Now, as well as the positive impact on the care staff, the residents themselves have clearly benefited hugely. including those living with dementia.
So the way this project has helped people discover photography, some may have had a background to be familiar, but my guess would be the majority didn't, and therefore this project has helped them to become aware of what it means to capture an image, and what that image might say to them, what reflectivity it might give them, what sense of purpose and identity that it might give them. So
some of the residents even got involved as photographers themselves.
So we've got Jules, who is a resident at Field House. She took pictures over a period of about 3 days, and it was absolutely amazing seeing her pictures of her day. There were some high moments, there were some low moments, like everybody in life. And it was really moving and really powerful. And then you have David as well, who is an artist. He is actually an artist. But this really gave him inspiration to start using his camera, and he began taking pictures in the garden, and he's taken pictures today actually at the exhibition. So I think he found a new little hobby for David, which is really great. But yeah.
The photographs were then brought to RPS House here in Bristol for a public exhibition, and the care teams and residents came to visit us, welcomed by our friendly staff, lots of tea and biscuits.
I mean, bringing them here today, I can see a huge impact. I mean, that the face expressions, wow, that's me sort of thing, and how special it made them feel to see that they're in this gallery is just amazing. And then you've got the residents that really got involved as well, taking pictures. I just feel like they got a purpose, and we have to see that photography is for everyone.
Now, although this project will come to an end soon, the skills that we've taught to the care teams means that it will continue to have an impact for a very long time to come.
To be honest, I never thought that this was an area of mine, really, photography, but since doing this project and learning so much from Colin, I have been quite passionate in using my smartphone and camera, even more so because I've got pets as well, so I'm instantly just using these angles and the lights and different techniques that I've learned. So it's really inspired me, and it's something that I think we should continue doing.
This project has done so much to make me believe that photography is an agency for good.
And
if we do.
It has been really successful. It really has. These pictures are so meaningful, so powerful, so bold, and it just gives a positive feel to the world, really. Yeah, we've had great fun with it. We've had a really good fun with it, to be honest, yeah.
Learning from this pilot project, we now want to see whether other care homes might be interested in working with us, perhaps also involving members of the Royal Photographic Society, to bring photography and well-being to people living and working in care homes throughout the whole of the UK, or even exploring a similar approach to working with other communities or with disadvantaged groups. This is just the beginning of the Portraits of Care story.